Hi, everybody. I can't be here today, and so we're going to start off. I'm going to have the substitute teacher pause the video and return your scrimmages from yesterday. You need to be quiet while he does that, and get a pen out so you can make any notes you want on your scrimmage. Okay, after you get everything handed out, start the video again. Okay, number 1, we have 3k to the power of 7 over 2, and it is all being raised to the power of 4. So you've got 3 different parts. You've got the 3, the k to the power of 7, and the 2. Each part gets raised to the power of 4. So you've got 3 to the power of 4. It is reasonable to simplify that. It simplifies to 81. K to the power of 7 to the power of 4. When you take a power and raise it to a power, the base stays the same and you multiply the exponents. So that makes k to the power of 28. And then you have the denominator of a 2. 2 to the power of 4 is reasonable to write out. It is 16. And if you question whether 81/16 can be simplified, if you look back to the original fraction, 3 over 2 can't be simplified, therefore 81/16 cannot be simplified either. So there is the simplified expression. Number 2, you have the integer negative 4.2. Okay, take that back, it's not an integer. Negative 4.2 to the power of 0. The negative value itself is the power of 0. So when we say anything to the power of 0 is 1, in this case, anything is the negative number. And so that would be the number 1. It would not be negative 1. 1 over c to the power of negative 2. A negative on an exponent doesn't mean anything is negative. It means you're going to reciprocate that power. And so only c to the power of 2 reciprocates. So you end up with 1c to the power of 2 over 1. In its most simplest form, that is simply c to the power of 2. Number 4, you have m to the power of 7 times m to the power of 2, which is raised to the power of negative 9. You need to take care of the powers before you multiply. So you have to do this portion first. M to the power of 2 to the power of negative 9 is m to the power of negative 18, which means m to the power of 18 is in a denominator. It gets reciprocated. M to the power of 7 does not reciprocate. So you end up with a division. When you divide powers with the same base, you find the difference between their exponents. Well, the difference between 7 and 18 is 11. And so that 11 comes from the denominator. So it would be 1 over m to the power of 11. Number 5, you have 3 over a to the power of negative 9, b. Well, your a and your b have different bases, so you can't simplify them together. But that a power negative 9 means you're supposed to reciprocate a power 9. The 3 and the b do not reciprocate. They stay where they're at. So the simplified form is 3a power 9 over b. Number 6. This one can be done in several different ways. You can take each part and raise to the power of negative 3, or because those items within the parentheses all have the same base, you could simplify those before you raise the power of negative 3. I'm going to choose to simplify first. M power negative 1 times m power 5 is m power 4. M power negative 2 reciprocates, so I end up with m power 4 and m power 2 both in the numerator. That means I have m power 6 over 1 in my fraction. And I'm going to take that and raise it to the power of negative 3. So each item gets raised to the power of 3 but reciprocated. So m power 6 to the power of 3, you multiply the exponents, that gives you m power 18, but it has to be reciprocated. 1 power 3 reciprocated, well, that simplifies to 1. And so you end up with 1 over m to the power of 18. Number 7, k power 3 times k to the power of 5 halves to the power of negative 2. You don't want to multiply your powers of k until you've applied the power of negative 2 to the k power 5 halves. To raise a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. So k power 5 halves times 2 is k power 10 halves, which simplifies to k power 5, and because this is negative, it reciprocates. So k power 5 is in the denominator, k power 3 is in the numerator. So really, you're dividing, not multiplying. So to divide powers with the same base, you find the difference or subtract their exponents. Well, 3 minus 5 is negative 2, which means k power 2 comes from the denominator. And that leaves you with a 1. So you have 1 over k power 2. And number 8, you have 2x power 4 times negative 6 x power 1/2. You want to apply your commutative and associative properties. And you want to take the 2 times the negative 6. Those are your non-powers. And then you want to multiply the x power 4 times the x power 1/2. Well, 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. That is not a negative exponent, so it doesn't reciprocate. It's just a negative number. X power 4 times x power 1/2, when you multiply powers, you add the exponents. Well, to add a 4 and a 1/2, you have to have common denominator fractions. So 4 is 4 over 1, okay? And so with a denominator of 2, it's 8 over 2. X the power of 8 over 2 times x the power of 1 over 2 is x the power of 9 over 2. And so your simplified expression is negative 12 x the power of 9 halves. All right, so we have just reviewed your work. Okay, you now know what you did well on, what you have to work on. Okay, you have a test on Thursday. For those of you that are gone, okay, you need to either be in before school on Thursday, after school on Thursday, before school on Friday, or make arrangements with me for advisory on Friday. After school on Friday would work, I guess, as well. Just let me know. On Thursday, there will be an assignment after the test. Okay, if you are gone for the band tour, you are expected to have that assignment done. Okay, there's a video portion and there's an IXL portion. The video portion needs to be watched before you come to class so that you're ready for class on Friday. If you want to finish the IXL sometime during the day on Friday, that's fine as well. So for the remainder of the class period, you're going to work quietly at your desk. You're going to work on anything that is in page 29 to 34 because you can check your answers in the back of the book. If you want to work on IXL, that's fine, but it needs to be these things and these things only. Be polite, be kind to the guest teacher. If anyone has trouble or anything, I hope that they let me know and we'll discuss it when I am back. See you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.